In recent days, your person has come to the realization that you are evolving into a new version of yourself, someone who appears more content and at peace without their presence. This transformation has not gone unnoticed, and it is clear to them that you are no longer willing to be tethered to a relationship fraught with toxicity and negativity. The constant arguments over trivial matters and the persistent undercurrent of tension had become too much to bear. By choosing to distance yourself, you have made a conscious decision to protect your peace and well-being, which speaks volumes about your newfound self-worth and resilience. This shift in your demeanor is not just a fleeting change but a serious turn in how you approach relationships and your own happiness. It is evident that you have taken the time to reflect on the pain and suffering that their actions caused you, both emotionally and physically. The regret you feel is not just about the relationship that was lost, but about the harm that was done to you in the process. You have measured the weight of this pain and have decided that your well-being is worth more than holding on to something that only brought you sadness and discomfort. Your person, on the other hand, is grappling with the consequences of their actions. They are now fully aware that their behavior not only pushed you away but has also left them with a deep sense of regret and unease. They are struggling because, without the connection they once shared with you, there is no peace in their life. The hurtful things they did to you, often in moments of anger, are now haunting them. These actions, which they may have once dismissed or justified, are now causing them significant internal conflict. They are beginning to see the true impact of their words and deeds, and this realization is creating a storm of fear and remorse within them. Justice, it seems, is on your side. While you have found a way to move forward and cultivate peace in your life, your person is left to confront the chaos that their actions have wrought. They are struggling to find mental peace and are increasingly aware that their decision to walk away from this connection has not brought them the freedom or happiness they might have anticipated. Instead, they are entangled in a web of regret, realizing that the hurt they caused you is now being mirrored back to them in their own experiences. This emotional turmoil is a direct result of the imbalance they created, and it is a powerful reminder that actions have consequences. Your person is feeling the full weight of the hurtful things they did to you, and this is now causing a significant amount of internal conflict and fear. They are beginning to recognize that the pain they inflicted on you out of anger was not just a momentary lapse in judgment but a deeper pattern of behavior that has had lasting effects. This awareness is bringing them face to face with their own shortcomings and the ways in which they failed to nurture the connection you once shared. It is a difficult and painful realization, but one that is necessary for their own growth and understanding. As they reflect on the past, your person is beginning to recognize your true qualities, the strength, kindness, and resilience that you brought to the relationship. They are now wishing for a second chance with you, realizing that what they had with you was not something easily replaced or forgotten. They do not want to settle for just being friends, as the deep soul bond they feel with you is urging them to strive for something more meaningful and committed. This bond is not just a superficial connection but a profound tie that continues to draw them back to you, even as they wrestle with their own guilt and regret. Your person's desire for a second chance is not merely about rekindling a lost romance, it is about acknowledging the mistakes they made and the hurt they caused, and earnestly wanting to make amends. They see now that the stability and peace they crave cannot be found in avoiding their past but in facing it head-on and working towards a future that honors the depth of their feelings for you. They are beginning to understand that true commitment involves not just a promise of love but also a commitment to growth, healing, and change. In this journey, they are coming to terms with the fact that if they truly want to be a part of your life again, it will require more than just words or superficial gestures. It will demand a genuine effort to rebuild trust, show consistency, and prove that they are capable of the stable commitment that you deserve. Whether or not you choose to give them that chance, your person's realization marks a significant turning point in their own journey of self-discovery and accountability. The path forward is not an easy one, but it is one that is necessary if they hope to transform their regret into meaningful change and, perhaps, earn a place in your life once again. In my mind, I truly believed that I was doing the right thing by leaving you to find someone better, someone who could fully commit to you and love you unconditionally, in the way you deserved. I knew I couldn't be that person for you, and I didn't want to hold you back or cause you more pain than I already had. At the time, it seemed like the best choice was to step away and let you find someone who could give you the kind of love and devotion that I felt I was incapable of providing. Even now, I feel like I'm not that person for you. I'm still a work in progress, and there's a lot about myself that I need to change before I can fully commit and truly be your equal counterpart. You are so precious to me, and I want to give you everything you deserve, but how can I do that when my heart feels broken, and my mind is clouded by fear? The truth is, the reason I couldn't love you the way you wanted was that I was emotionally void. I didn't know how to love, and I didn't even understand what love was supposed to feel like. When you expressed your love for me, it felt too good to be true, and it scared me. Your love was overwhelming in its intensity, and instead of embracing it, I ran from it. I went silent because I didn't know how to process those heightened emotions, and in my confusion and fear, I withdrew. Believe me when I say that I never intended to cause you so much pain. I left not because I didn't care, but because I didn't know how to handle the powerful emotions that came with loving you. It was never about you not being enough, it was about me not feeling worthy and capable of giving you what you deserved. Deep down, I knew what you deserved, and I also knew that I couldn't be that person for you. We both know you deserve much more than I can offer. I didn't feel like I was on your level, and that belief made me feel inadequate. Our mindsets and views on life were so different. You believed in fairy tale romances and the idea of a happily ever after. You had a clear vision of what you wanted your future to look like, a beautiful home filled with love, children, and all the dreams you hold dear. You deserve all that, plus so much more. You deserve a partner who shares that vision and who is ready to walk that path with you without hesitation or fear. I want that for you more than anything, but I couldn't bear the thought of holding you back because of my own shortcomings. I do want to settle down with you, but taking the right actions to put that dream into motion was terrifying for me. The idea of committing fully, of being responsible for someone else's happiness, and of building a future together was something I knew I wanted deep inside, but it also scared me to the core. I've always had this fear of not being enough or not being able to live up to your expectations. I've always struggled with my own self-doubt and insecurities, and I didn't want those to become barriers to your happiness. I thought that by stepping away, I was giving you the freedom to find someone who wouldn't be held back by those fears. But now, as I reflect on everything, I realize that I do want to try. I want to be that person for you, but it's going to take time. I need to work on myself and face the things that have held me back from loving you the way you deserve. I'm willing to make that effort because I don't want to lose you. I believe that I can change and grow into the person who can be by your side, who can match your love and devotion, and who can share in your dreams for the future. But this transformation won't happen overnight, and I need to be honest about that. I'm asking if you can wait for me, my love. Can you give me the time I need to become the person who is worthy of you? I know it's a lot to ask, and I understand if you can't. I just want you to know that my heart has always been in the right place, even if my actions didn't always reflect that. I've never stopped caring about you, and I've never stopped wanting to be with you. It's just that I need to overcome my fears and doubts so that I can truly be the partner you deserve. You deserve the best, and I'm committed to becoming the best version of myself so that I can give that to you. I hope that you can see the sincerity in my words and that, in time, we can find our way back to each other. You have loved me through everything, through all my flaws, mistakes, and shortcomings, and I have not appreciated it the way I should have. I always thought that showing my gratitude or vulnerability would somehow make me weak in your eyes, that admitting how much I needed you would expose parts of me I wasn't ready to face. I felt like acknowledging your love would make me too vulnerable, too open, and too exposed. I put up walls and kept my distance, not because I didn't care, but because I was afraid. Afraid of being hurt, afraid of losing control, afraid of being seen for who I really am beneath all the layers of defenses I've built around myself. I played it safe my entire life, hiding behind a facade of strength and independence, but this time, you caught me, and for the first time, I had to see myself through your eyes. You left me to confront the reality of how selfishly I was acting, how I was taking your love for granted, and how my behavior was hurting not just you, but also myself. In the past, I didn't understand you. I was too caught up in my own world, influenced by others, by my surroundings, and most of all, by my own ego. I thought I knew what I wanted, what I needed, and what was best for me, but in reality, I was lost. I let my pride and my fear dictate my actions, and in doing so, I pushed you away. I couldn't see beyond my own desires and my own need to protect myself, and as a result, I failed to recognize the depth and sincerity of your love. I was so focused on maintaining control and keeping up appearances that I couldn't allow myself to be vulnerable, even when I knew deep down that vulnerability was the very thing I needed to truly connect with you. I was too busy listening to the noise of the world, too influenced by the opinions and expectations of others, to hear the truth that was right in front of me. My so-called ego blinded me to what really mattered, and in my pursuit of self-preservation, I ended up isolating myself from the one person who truly cared for me. Looking back now, I see how much time I've wasted running away from you, denying my feelings, and avoiding the very thing that could have brought me peace and happiness. I've spent so much time caught up in my own head, tangled in the web of my fears and insecurities, that I didn't realize how much I was hurting both of us in the process. I thought that by distancing myself, I was protecting myself from pain, but in reality, I was only causing more pain. I see now that I was running from the truth, from my own feelings, and from the possibility of genuine connection. And now, the thought of losing you is unbearable. It's like a weight on my chest that I can't lift, a constant ache that I can't ignore. It truly hurts me not being in contact with you, not being able to share my thoughts, my feelings, and my life with you. I miss your presence, your support, and your love more than words can express. I worry constantly that I've pushed you too far, that I've lost your trust, and that you may never fully believe in me again. This uncertainty, this fear of losing you for good, makes me anxious and restless. I find myself replaying our conversations, our moments together, and wondering if there's anything I can do to make things right. I know I've made mistakes, and I know I've taken you for granted, but I want you to know that I am willing to do whatever it takes to earn back your trust and your love. I need your help and assistance in my life. I can't do this on my own, and I don't want to. I need you by my side, guiding me, supporting me, and helping me become the best version of myself. I want to be someone you can rely on, someone you can trust, and someone who truly appreciates the love you've given me. I know I have a lot of work to do, but I am committed to making things right. I hope that in time, you can find it in your heart to forgive me, to give me another chance, and to believe in me once more. I need you now more than ever, and I am ready to face whatever challenges come our way, as long as we can face them together.